Hello there, guys. We're doing a Hearts of Iron 4 stream here, just kind of for fun, to see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and select a scenario with a new country, something I haven't tried before. So I actually want to go ahead and take a look here at our options. I think I probably want to play with the Chinese People's Republic, or even Mao's China. In fact, I might go back to menu. No, let's keep this right now the way it is. Let me look around. I think we're going to go into an already existing game, so let's do that. Nope, I think I know what we want to do. We want to play with the Reich. So we'll go ahead and select the scenario, and we're going to take Hitler's Germany. Here, we can actually get to start a bunch of new armies anyway, so I think this is a good idea. And obviously, if we have any users that want to be included in these armies, let me know in the comments down below. For now, we're just setting national focuses. I think army innovations would be a great idea. We've got divisions that need basic training, but I think first we should try to get some technology to research. And it looks like we immediately get 4 instead of 3 technologies, which is pretty awesome. For Deutschland. Let's get the SD. No, it's way too many days. Oh my god. That's even that is 507 days. Let's just go for a basic stuff. Engineer company's so long. How about a military police? There we go. Definitely want to work on engineering. So let's focus on industry. 148 days for machine tools. And synthetic oil. Germany doesn't necessarily produce enough oil, but I think right now construction time is of greater importance. Got some light tank factories here. And we can probably add some light tank units to our men, but for now I'm just going to train some regular divisions. In fact, let's train the SS division. I don't think we have any... No, we have no ability to make a new group. So let's just go ahead and train the SS divisions. Pomerania. We apparently need quite a bit of new resources. We'll go ahead and get it from the UK. We're not at war with them right now. In fact, we're in pretty good standing with the UK. Hello, Ariman. Oh, sorry, that was from another stream. If you guys are just getting in, make sure to let me know you're here. Also increase our Opel Blitz trucks here. And apparently we have some civilian factories we need built, so I'm going to build them. Put one in Brandenburg, Franken, and we're going to go ahead and start the game. We have not made any armies yet. I'm waiting for people to join so that we can actually make some proper armies. And obviously we need to increase research. So let's increase that. More military factories needed. And more dockyards needed as well. I'll go ahead and increase the building of our submarines and our convoys. I think we're probably going over on subs. Yes, we are. Apparently, we need some oil. USA, please send us oil. Dankeschön. Some from the Venezuelans. And in fact, I want to start trying to make these people consider National Socialism as an ideology. So I think I want to start influencing one of these countries. Romania would be great. Let's start boosting the popularity. Then again, we already need political power. Look at this. Who's this? Arman Călinescu. It's not Ceausescu, but I've never seen this leader before. Alright, we'll leave him in power for now and just continue building. Or we need some more TAC bomber factories. And for that, of course, we need resources. I'm going to get some from Siam. And from Brazil. No, we'll close for now. We have plenty of resources, but I'm going to wait until we start upgrading our troops before we start buying more factories. Hey, how's it going, Vex? How you doing, man? Nick, my friend. Should name the first army after you. How many people are here, guys? Hey Ethan, how you doing, man? Just wanted to say, Ethan, thank you so much for all the nice words you've left on my videos, man. It's really appreciated. You've been very kind. Where are you from, Ethan Bidiamanov? I'm probably totally mispronouncing your name, but where are you from, man? Right, continues the increase. We could even maybe turn the UK fascist. That would be hilarious, but it's going to take way too long, so we won't do it now. We need to try to conquer the Sudetenland, Bohemia, and Moravia. We don't have enough political power, so let's go ahead and just increase the speed for now. Just while we gain some political power as the German Reich. We're going to have to wait for some of our things to be researched before we can actually allocate good weapons to these armies, because right now they're not very good. It's got to change. Great East Prussia. Colombia has plenty here. Let's go ahead and buy the rest from Colombia. We need to buy a lot of resources as Germany. That's one of the biggest problems. But right now, as you can see, we've got no issues. We're just waiting. Sort of increase the time, build more units, get those army innovations going. So that's this beautiful... So Reichsbahn would be a good idea. Maximum infrastructure, yeah, I'm going to go for that. We'll start going for conquering and the right to conquer Czechoslovakia, for instance, a little bit later. Alright, we've already got the ability to modify our government. Captain of Industry would be perfect right now. Let's go ahead and do that, start increasing our infrastructure. And actually, we could start building some infrastructure. Although we want to go kind of easy on the infrastructure because we don't want to spend too many resources. Let's pause. Hey, Michael Berry, how you doing, man? And hey, Darth Rip. Thank you so much, man. Kanye West game when it comes out. There's a Kanye West game? Wait a minute. You just ruined my day, that's Bunkers. Please tell me there's not actually a Kanye West game, because I actually still had hope in the world. I kind of thought that maybe there was still a little bit of hope, but you may have just shattered that completely. So, what the hell are you talking about? Oh man, that's scary. I have the greatest game of all time. It's the greatest of all games. What's this? Oh, yes, the Danes. Now, maybe we can get the Danes on our side. But look at this. They're definitely towards the Social Democratic Party. They're not trying to move towards fascism. We need to look at the countries that are trying to move towards fascism, like Italy, of course. I'd love to invite them to faction, but we've got to improve our relations. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm, first of all, going to start improving our party popularity. Actually, no. Improve relations. That's what we want to do. They're already fascists. Okay, we need to deploy our units. Our SS Division is ready to go. We're going to deploy it in Thuringen. And we will add some SS units and we'll deploy our second SS Division und Niederschießen. I think that's what it's called. That's this Kanye, which is scary. Exactly. It was the greatest game of all time. You just act like Kanye. That's terrifying. It really is. Guys, back from these messages, I've got to go grab a cup of water, so give me a second, and don't skip the ad, my friends. It's how I am able to buy ramen noodles occasionally. We'll see, when we used to stream on Twitch, we could actually play music for fun, stuff like that. But now that we're kind of on YouTube, we try not to go too far out of line, as it were. How many people are here, by the way, guys? Once again, I don't get an accurate number from my stats. So if somebody could tell me, that would be of great use. And obviously, if anybody wants some army names, we're going to start naming our armies and creating our armies. So if anybody wants to jump in and get an army name, make sure to go ahead and ask. We will add you, my friends. The Reich needs all laborers and fighters. Let's go ahead and edit our Panzerdivision, and in fact, we should start training some Panzerdivisions. Let's add the location to Berlin, right here in Brandenburg, the region of Brandenburg. No elections, of course. Why would there be elections? It's silly. The elections are for silly people. The West Wall. Let's go ahead and go for the treaty with the Soviets. I think that's probably going to be very important. For those of you that have been watching my Soviet game, make sure to tell me if you've had fun and if you guys have enjoyed what's been going on. It's been awesome. We've moved into the Cold War, of course. Now we're attacking Iran. I mean, so much going on. 417 days. Scheißkopf. It's too long. We're going to train some Marines, I think. Maybe I will go ahead and just try to research this. We're going to be researching this way behind schedule. So, no, I don't think that's a good idea. What about some artillery? Yes, some interwar artillery. Artillery is going to be much more useful than any of that other crap. Okay, we could add someone else to our government, but right now I'm going to kind of just hold steady. Wait for those reinforcements. The Spanish Civil War. Of course, we want to send troops to Franco. So let's go ahead and jump over to Franco, Spain, nationalist Spain. And we're going to send volunteers. I need to make an army. So let's see what the maximum number of volunteers we can send is. 2. Damn. You're in tough shit, my friend. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and assign a commander. Let's send Gunther von Kluck over to deal with this situation. It's only going to be 2, but it could make a huge difference because the nationalists already have pretty good amount of power. So there we go, they'll let us fight for them. That should increase some of our diplomacy with them. Do I ever play board games? I do, in fact, play board games sometimes. Actually, I play a lot of card games, too. I used to play Magic the Gathering. I used to actually be ranked 700 in the world for Magic the Gathering, but that was a long time ago. Right now, the board games I play Guillotine, which is a fun card game, and I play Junta, which is also a fun board game. 7, thank you, guys. Sorry for taking a while to respond. I'm also focusing on this screen. Force everyone to join. Who wants to have an army? Who wants to have an army? We need army commanders. Give us a name to use and we will use it, my friends. Hold on a sec. I've got to get my friends to join. Let me actually change my Steam name because this will get more people to join. I definitely want to get like a separate unit of tanks, all sorts of different stuff. Like, I want to start separating my units into armies of specific unit types. I'm not sure if you guys get what I mean, but I think it's going to improve things. Glorious. Let's go take a look at our divisions. And this is a nice bit of training for our army. So, let's get on the front. And I'm definitely going to have to micromanage these guys. So, regular infantry division. Alright, they've already got some artillery. Let's mix things up here and see if we can give them another bit of maybe some mountaineers, especially in Spain. We'll save that. Nice, we've got a treaty with the Soviet Union, my friends. And now we're going to improve army innovations. Of course, we want to increase that army, and that's with help from the USSR. Panzer III, 703 days. It's a long time till World War II. 386. I guess we'll just start continue improving our infantry. Maybe we'll start getting some new aircraft. How about that? The Messerschmitt Bf-110. Hey, Hips. See, I knew when I changed my Steam name, people were going to show up. Hipster knows who Kirk Cinnamon is, but none of you guys do, and I'm glad that's the case, because if you did, you might unsubscribe. Do you guys want to see a Kirk Cinnamon video? You'll have to wait. But we're going to continue here with Germany, of course, and so I'm happy we've got this army on the front here. I'm going to go ahead, and despite this only being 2 units, I'm going to try to draw a line towards Madrid. Go for it. Soviets accept German treaty. Awesome, guys. This is going to improve things. It's also going to improve our research. We'll lower the speed right now so you guys can see the battles against the Republican Spanish. These communist dogs must be crushed. And this is an actual international brigade we're fighting, very similar to the one that the author George Orwell fought for. He fought for PUM, Partido Unificación Obrador Marxista, Party of Marxist Unification, I believe it was called. This is who George Orwell fought for, the guy that wrote 1984. So we're actually fighting against him probably right now. I hope he doesn't get shot, because he writes a damn good book. Could also start modifying our government a little bit. We've added some things, but I would like a Panzer. We're going to lower our armor research time. I want to be the first to uncover armor. With Deutschland, what to expect? Scheißkopf. Let's increase our speed to 3 speed right now, and we're going to start creating armies, but none of you guys have given me any suggestions yet, because if you want to have an army named after you, just put your name below, or just put an army name, and we'll figure it out. Yeah, YouTube sucks, man. It really does, in terms of notifications. And please understand, when I say man or dude, I actually was hanging out with friends, and my buddy and his girlfriend, and I said guys, and she got offended, and I'm like, when I say man or guys, like, I'm not referring to any gender specifically. I'm just saying man or guys. Like, to me, that just refers to both genders. But I thought that was really funny. She's like, why did you call me man? And I'm like, it's the same thing. What are you talking about? I guess it isn't in retrospect. Alright, so we're still building more divisions. We've got more divisions deploying, Niederschen, all sorts of places. We want to increase that. And we'll start building our first armies here. Eventually we will get a war goal with Czechoslovakia. We're going to follow through with it, of course. Hey, Acro, how you doing, man? I would say refresh, because I'm seeing it on my end. Yeah, that's true. I think you're right. I think that guy has been, because it's been used for so long as like just referring to a group of people. So I may have made that mistake when I said guy. It was like guys. Like when I say guys, I just refer to a group. Like even if it's like, you know, 2 girls, 2 guys, I'm saying guys. Like, hey, everybody, let's go. But you're probably right. Like now that I think about it, it could reference specifically men. It's like, hey guys. You don't say, hey girls. If you said that to your friends, they'd fucking beat you up or do something else. But yeah, you always have to refer to it in the proper way, I suppose, especially in this very politically correct world we live in. The 11th Olympiad, of course, we did extremely well. No problem, Ethan. If it ever does it again, just refresh and it'll fix it. Did it really? From, what's his name? Guy Fawkes? Guy Fawkes. That's who it was, right? Guy Fawkes? Old Guy Fawkes trying to blow up Parliament. They make him such a cool character in today's society, but really he's just a crazy bastard. I'm gonna blow Parliament up! He was the Agrippa of his time. You know, we have to respect him. That's interesting. I did not know that. I knew a man named Guy once, like an actual guy named Guy. I always thought that was a bit of a strange conundrum. Alright guys, we're going to choose the first name of our armies. Oh wow. I didn't know that. Now let me bombard you with some ads. Boom. So we'll do a max of 24 units per army, and this has seemed to work pretty well in the past. And I'll go ahead and let you guys decide the name of this army. So let's take 24. Let's see how many we can grab here. I think 19's good enough. So we'll go ahead, we'll make 19. And we're going to put a new commander. If we get Rommel, I'm taking Rommel. Yes, Panzerleader, we have to promote him. One skill point will be lost. Oh, that's not good. We don't want him to lose a skill point. So we'll just put Gerhard von Rundstedt in command. So guys, what do you guys want to name this army? Alright, Hypsicratea's Iron Brigade. We're going to put Hips's Iron Brigade or else the name will be lost. So that will be the first army led by General von Rundstedt, which is a great general, of course. And we're going to probably want to put this guy on a front. So now we know we're going to probably go to war with the Czechs first. Let's go ahead and put a front line right here. Go for it, my friends. And I think we need to research the Czech war. We could also just justify a war goal, but I think the research will lower the world infamy we create from it. In other words, the people will understand that we had no choice but to take back the Sudetenland. The Sudetenland was originally German anyway, so a lot of people would argue that maybe it should have been part of Germany, but it's obviously a very old argument that's been rehashed many times, and it doesn't really matter at this point because we're in 2016. I want the Rommel. Yeah, you got Rommel. You got Rommel. Nice job, dude. No problem, Hips. I knew you'd probably want Rommel. We'll have to go ahead and... Okay, we'll give you Rommel. But he's going to lose one of his points. But that's alright. We're having fun. So, you know what? I'm going to give you Rommel. And there we go. Rommel is ready to go of Hips's Iron Brigade. He is ready to attack Czechoslovakia. He's not going to be in North Africa. He's going to be fighting the Czechs, apparently. Which, hey, that works. And of course I'm going to be creating new units of here. In fact, I want to edit my infantry division. We need to wait a little bit, guys. In fact, one way we can improve this is we can take Rommel and we can start exercising. Do your push-ups, Männer. Love that. Jumping jacks near Leipzig. The Bunker Blasters. Alright, so for the next army, we'll make it the Bunker Blasters. I'll be surprised if we didn't make it to North Africa in this exactly. Well, we did pretty good as the Soviet Union. I think we did damn well as the Soviets. We basically turned all of Europe communist in our Soviet Let's Play. We definitely accomplished a goal, and I think in our recent war with Iran, we're actually going to get the French Commune to join us so that we can create the Comintern. The Comintern will be all over the world except the United States. It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be the greatest Comintern ever, I promise. We're going to build a wall so none of the capitalists get in. Yeah. We're going to build a wall. We're going to make sure none of the capitalists get into the Comintern. We're going to make it totally communist. It's going to be the best kind of communism, I promise. If you guys don't know who I am trying to pretend to be, then I have failed as a voice actor. By the way, guys, how many viewers do we have? Jumping jacks near Leipzig. Yeah, we're going to try to make today's goal for a stream income. I'm going to keep streaming for a while here. I don't know how long I'm going to go for, but I'm going to try to make today's stream income goal $20. So, as you guys know, if anybody wants to donate, you can always donate to agrippa@gmail.com via PayPal. Let's try to see if we can get $20 for Agrippa. I'm in the mood for some Thai food tomorrow. How about that? At least I'm honest, right? I wanted Thai food. It's a little more expensive. We play a little tip. Once we unlock our next national goal, I'm going to see if there is that Czechoslovak option. If not, we'll start justifying a war goal. But so far, the reason I haven't done that is because we have so much political power here, and we want to start building the country up. Refining is not something we have a concern over. What about the army? Get the armor genius here, Erwin Rommel. So not only does he lead an army, but he's also part of the government, which is pretty cool. He's the head of the army right now. Who was the head of the army before Rommel? Somebody find out. Thanks, Hips. Try to convert the U.S. to communist. Well, we're National Socialists. Hey, Snide Games. Thank you, Snide Games. I appreciate that. That $20 is a line of negative. Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and pop another stream after these messages. But yeah, so right now we're just waiting for that war goal to start happening. We can create a second army, but I want to keep waiting for more units to be built. And in fact, wow, they're being built quickly. So let's get more Panzer divisions in Brandenburg, which is where Berlin is. Also, I want to edit these infantry divisions. We might still need to wait a little bit, but we will start training them in Sachsen. And some cavalry divisions too. And they actually already have support artillery and a recon company, which is amazing. Deutschland really is prepared. Ah, shit. Sorry. And we're going to set them in Pomerania. This will be Army 2. The Bunker Busters, I think, was the name that was chosen. And we also have an army over here in East Prussia, but we're not going to mess with them too much. Okay, army innovations are done. Let's take a look and see if we can get war with Czechoslovakia. Well, we could go for the Anschluss, of course. That would mean that Austria would join us, so we're going to go for that. We probably should have gone for that first. So we are researching Rhineland. We don't still have that great nationalism, but we will build it. I'm also going to start building some planes. So let's go ahead and build an air corps here. We don't have anything very good. Well, we have a Junkers. Isn't that a Stuka? So we'll take the close air support. And I'm not going to build the other ones. We'll go ahead and start building him, though. Testosterone ad that just flared up. It was a testosterone ad? Are you serious? Oh shit, my channel is selling fucking hormones? God. I feel slightly bad now. Research nukes and rockets. We can't research it this early, Ethan, because that would be crazy. But, we'll see, man. Yes, Night Games, I'll take a look at you after, man. I would take a look at you now, but my nose is right in the screen. But thank you so much for subbing, man. I really appreciate it. We're trying to make this channel grow, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we've really increased the amount of uploads we've done recently, and it's increased the amount of subscribers. So if you guys enjoy the increased uploads, make sure to let me know. And hold on a second. I've got somebody trying to watch the broadcast. Make this channel great again since Lions of Negev. The old reference. Old Trump reference. It's hilarious. We're gonna make the channel great again. Yeah, I mean, we're improving things for sure, but every time you guys share, every time you guys donate, every time you guys click an ad, or just, get into a series like you guys have been getting into the Hearts of Iron thing, it helps so much. So I also need feedback, there's always like positives and negatives, so if there's something you guys don't like about the channel, let me know. I always like to hear both. I actually got kind of a negative comment that set me off a little bit recently, but I'm over it, let's put it that way. But it was interesting. Remilitarization of the Rhineland, close to the French border, in clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles. We're going to have to get, obviously, a force of men on the French border, and that's going to be Army 2. I'm going to start grouping these guys up. Okay, let's go for the Anschluss. What? We need 550k manpower, so we need to go ahead and increase our manpower. I don't want to go for the anti-Comintern Pact right now, so let's go ahead and increase army innovations. Maybe the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Get the West Wall. That's not bad, 228. I mean, it's better than it was before, at least. How many people do we have watching now, guys? Oh, that's a good idea, Fort Wall. He likes bunkers. I trust him. Alright, let's do that. So we'll put a land fort here on the Rhineland. We'll probably be attacking through Belgium anyway. We're actually putting a bunch of land forts down, but I think it's actually a good idea. And right now we're just waiting for the increase in troops. The F-110 is ready to go. And I wish I could start researching the nuke now, but that's just not a good idea. Concentrated industry, we're not in a war, so I'm going to go for concentrated industry. It's probably not a great idea, because eventually we will be in a war, which is why I wonder why concentrated industry exists at all, unless you're like a smaller nation. And we'll research machine tools. Alright, we want to add this to our new army over here. So all the units that don't have an army, and we can tell because they're not undergoing attrition due to training, we're going to send over there to our new army. There we go, another unit trained. And this will be our French front. So Westphal is complete. Industrial effort is definitely something we want to focus on. We go for the Anschluss yet? Nope, we need to build more and more units. They won't take us seriously until we build more units. Infantry expert with Ferdinand Schomer. Let's see if... Okay, so our army is actually pushing through Nationalist Spain. We totally forgot about these guys, but we're still winning victories here against the enemy, and hopefully Nationalist Spain can get a win against Republican Spain, because we need them on our side, obviously. They would be a great ally. Having an Iberian ally would be huge. I'll take it. I know it's 257 days, but I'll take it. Hey, Philip. Hey, how you doing, Araman? Everybody tell Philip if the stream disappears just to refresh. And how many people do we have here? Thanks, Charles, for letting us know. 13, very cool. And Charles just let us know that it's going to take us a while to actually get the Anschluss ability. So we'll go ahead and start researching Anschluss, of course. Well, when we can. For now, we're just going to go ahead and keep increasing our troop levels. We've taken Madrid, but at this point they move back to Zaragoza, which is a little troubling. And we're going to try to push right for this area here and show off our troop strength. Glory! We're going to just try to cut behind the enemy lines with the two divisions we have here. It's two pitiful divisions, but they're doing an exceptional job. Wow, so the disaster on the Hindenburg was averted, guys. In this alternate history, the Hindenburg never occurred. It never happened. Keep winning nationalist Spain. It really is going to take a while. I guess we'll just keep improving our industrial effort. I mean, why not? And we need to increase our naval ports. I'd like to get some convoy ships. I don't think we have convoys being built right now, so let's do that. Trade can't end just because we are in a war, and actually we're not in a war, we're just sending volunteers over to help. Geneva Convention shouldn't even be concerned. There we go, look at this, cutting just behind the Republican lines. This can't be good for them. Oh, you're crazy, Gunther von Kluge. Let's see our industrial concern. No, actually. Get Lubeck in terms of in charge of army organization. Hey, Tom Nugget. I did not see that coming. Oh, that was the greatest pun ever. You know, usually, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but especially recently in my videos, I've been dropping terrible puns left and right. And, like, they're puns that are worthy of being shot for. That pun was actually funny. That was actually good. I did not see that coming. Oh, yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to attack Gibraltar. But the National of Spain respected, or Franco respected Gibraltar. He didn't attack. We don't have to worry about that. Only the crazy communists. Can't let them get out of hand. Amelia Earhart disappears. Well, that still happens. Okay, so the Sino-Japanese War has begun, which is, of course, the war between China and Japan. I sort of expected that. And let's see, can we go for Anschluss yet? No, we're still building manpower. And actually, maybe we need to go ahead and... This is something I didn't even consider, but we need to increase our manpower. Right now we're in limited conscription. We need to go into service by requirement, and that's going to lower our factory output. Let's do extensive conscription. How about that? That's pretty good for now, and hopefully that'll let us get the Anschluss. We have so much manpower. Could befriend Japan this early on. Now, actually, Germany was pretty close friends with nationalist China in 1936, so we're doing something a bit different. We're befriending Japan a bit early, and I'm not sure if that's going to help or harm us. Folkwolf. No! 680 days. That's crazy. No way. 367. I mean, we're really early in the game. Let's go for the maintenance company. And it's good because we have a lot of tanks anyway, so we need that maintenance company. We can also stop training these guys eventually. Let's go ahead and start upgrading some of our units. So there's a lot of regular infantry in this. Let's go ahead and add a mobile battalion, some motorized infantry to them, and some artillery. We'll go ahead and save that. And then we're going to go into our SS divisions. And I want to add an armored battalion, so let's add a heavy tank and save. Yeah, you're damn straight. We need we have missing equipment. Okay, so we need a heavy tank factory. Gross Traktor. And we need 600. So we're going to hope that that starts building, but it's going to take certainly a while. War economy next instead of an advisor. That's a good idea. Thanks, Tom Nugget. Research the computer. Yeah, we want to do that, but that takes a long time, Ethan. Japan declared war on China. Awesome. Hitler provides jobs to everybody. Unless, of course, you know why, of course. You know what the of course is. We don't want to get too politically incorrect on this channel. So we befriended Japan. Now we could demand the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia, but first we need the Anschluss. And for this we need to keep improving our military. So that's going to take a while. In fact, we should go for air innovations. We'll also keep moving these units over here. We've built a lot of them. Look at the 4 cavalry units we got here, and we're going to make the army over here a second army to put on the French front. And let's take a look here. So there we go. We need more cavalry and we need more panzer divisions. And let's hope that they build quickly. Okay, so war economy is what somebody suggested. Right you are. Let's go ahead and make our second army. What do you guys want to call army number 2? That's 16 divisions. I actually want to wait for a few more divisions. But what do you guys want to call that second army? Is Ahriman still here by chance? Do we still have Ahriman here, guys? Ahriman is one of our awesome mods. Hello, my friend. Ahriman, can you hook us up with one of those vote counts? Maybe we can get 3. I want you guys to come up with 3 names. Let's get some conversation going here for armies. So we're going to come up with our second army for the French front. So let's come up with 3 army names. Everybody put one down, and then we'll have a vote, and that's what we're going to call our next army. All right, guys? I like that one. So Vader's Fist is first. We need 2 more army names. That's a very generic... This is like how I title my videos, Ethan. You're naming the armies out of very generic stuff, but I like it. So we'll call the second army Army Group Center, which is what I would have probably called one of my video titles. I never come up with anything original. Like video number 2. Army Group Center will be number 2. And we need a third choice, and then we need our friend Ahriman to create a vote list, a vote tally, so that we can name this next army. Or else we can't name it. We'll stay here all day if we have to, you fools. Black Hand. I like that. The Black Hand. Sorry, Hips. Despite being one of my good friends, I'm going to have to override you. And I love Charles White's suggestion, too. But we're going to have to call the Black Hand. So, Ahriman, if you could, the 3 will be, what is the first one? The first one is Vader's Fist. The second one is Army Group Center. The third is the Black Hand. Throw up a vote. We are going to go vote, even though we're in the Deutsche, excuse me, the National Socialist Deutsche Arbeiterpartei. You can still vote, at least temporarily. So you should be happy, because if not, you go to labor camps. These are not really labor camps. Let me let you in on a little secret. Alright, won't I improve our engineering? Obviously, we're not going to screw with atomic stuff yet. But excavation's 82 days away. Can't wait for those support weapons. Look at how much that increases all of our armies. Okay, German military mission to China. Germany has enjoyed good relations with China since the end of the previous Weltkrieg, despite the loss of our Chinese possessions. The German military mission has been present in China for a number of years, and Alexander von Falkenstein has made great progress in reforming parts of the Kuomintang army. This is one of the reasons why the Chinese have German helmets. If you've ever noticed, seen a movie about the Chinese Civil War, or the Chinese Sino-Japanese War, you'll see that the Kuomintang, led by Chiang Kai-shek, they actually have German helmets on their heads, because the Germans gave it to them. So I think our advisors will stay. Japan's going to refuse our request, but this is just kind of what naturally occurred, and I think it's a good idea. In fact, in the rape of Nanking, this is crazy news. This is a crazy bit of information, but Nazis actually liberated a lot of Chinese people that would have otherwise been killed by the Japanese. Excuse me. So it's one interesting thing there. So maybe we want to be nice with China. We're getting our first heavy tank. Improve everything, of course. We are friends with everybody. No worries, man. Alright, guys, there's the straw poll. Go for the straw poll and choose the army name you want for our Western Army on the French border. And go ahead and submit your request, and we will go ahead and decide who gets what. Wow, we're already getting, everybody's voting for something different. We've got 2 votes for Vader's Fist, 2 votes for Army Group Center, 3 votes for Black Hand. Come on, guys, a few more votes. How many people do we have here, by the way? I expect every single one of you to go through on that vote. That thing doesn't take any time at all. Okay. That's going to be Army 2, so I'm still waiting for some more groups to be created. Got our air innovations. We're still waiting for that 550k manpower. And of course I'm going to build some more planes. Let's get another Junkers. Okay, it looks like the Black Hand may have won. I'll refresh just to make sure. Yeah, I think that's going to be a win for the Black Hand. So, the next army that we create will be called the Black Hand Army. I would vote on the general, but that could take a while. I just want to see if we can get one more unit to get into it, so I'm still waiting for units to be recruited. Improve our land doctrine research with the help of Hans Guderian. Every time I see his name, I think of ketchup. Don't judge. Just don't judge. Just want some fucking Heinz. Time to research some more. So actually 213 days is not too bad for some improved artillery. The Black Hand is the name of a anarchist group during the First World War, so I appreciate you guys on voting for that. Thanks a lot, guys. Frederick Paulus for the Black Hand Army. That's a cool choice. After these messages, you will have a cool choice. Yes! Exactly. Alright, I think we have 22 divisions. No, still 16. So we're still waiting for some more divisions in Frankfurt. In fact, I'm going to start building an SS division. They have got that heavy tank working for them, which is amazing. I want to get them a maintenance company. And I want to train them. And put them right here. Our cavalry division is almost ready to go, but it's taking a little while. We need to wait for 9th April. That's too long. Go faster, you fools. Alright, we got another national focus. Still waiting for that Anschluss. What about naval rearmament? Yes. Of course, we want to improve our navy, and in fact, especially since we're German, with the Soviet Union, we didn't have to focus on our navy too much, but as Germans, I think we probably do. So we want to start increasing the sub count, well, both on our channel and here. Let's go for submarines. It's raining. It's a terrible, rainy, shitty day. Why is this? Let's also start seeing if we can push some governments to our side. Look at this. National Spain is about to win. This is awesome. So we want to move into Barcelona with our tiny force. And let's keep improving relations with the Italians. We don't want them to think we've forgotten about them. I'm also going to try to get the Turks on our side. So I'm going to boost party popularity. This is something I've not tried before, but moving them towards fascism. Everything will build faster here. For green. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. That failed miserably for them. The fucking green ketchup. Ugh. Disgusting. What were they thinking? Oh, I love the Tiberian Sun games. Yes, it's amazing you're mentioning that, Hips. Those were such great games. I would play Command and Conquer, like, on the channel, but first of all, it's old, and I don't mind playing old games. In fact, some of our best views have been old games like Blitzkrieg and stuff like that. But if I'm going to play it, I'm going to play, like, the old-fashioned Tiberian Sun. I'm not going to play, like, what was the recent one? Generals? Command and Conquer Generals? It was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. Such a shitty game. But I would maybe play like Red Alert 2 or Red Alert. Oh, that would be fun. I don't know if you guys would enjoy that, though. It's not nearly as technical as this. I wouldn't have to think as much, which for me would be an advantage, of course. We're still waiting for the damn cavalry to be built. Yeah, stay in reserve. That's good. Alright, we got the Panzerkampfwagen. And we're definitely going to add it over here. If not, we can at least add maybe some artillery. This is just for our regular infantry units. $454 days for the Tiger. I don't want to do the anti-Comintern pact because I don't want bad relations with the Soviets. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that yet. Yuri's Revenge is great. I love Yuri. You guys don't realize that in fact I am Yuri. Why else do you think you would subscribe to a mediocre strategy channel? Because I have corrupted your minds. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not Yuri. I'm really not. It's just a joke. And stuff like that. You just imagine, though, how fucking creepy would that be if you guys had subscribed to this channel specifically because you'd played Tiberian Sun and Red Alert as kids? It's probably the case. I mean, you guys are strategy fans. I'm a strategy channel. Why else would you be here? Right? How many viewers do we have right now, by the way? There we go. So Nationalist Spain has won. Obviously, the Republicans in this picture are not going to undergo a very good treatment. And hopefully we want to really improve our relations with Nationalist Spain and invite them to the Axis if they'll accept. I don't think they will for now. but, and as you can see, actually our relations are pretty poor with them despite helping them. We want to improve our relations with them. Our political power is unbelievable. Junkers, Stuka always. I love Junkers. I wish that was Junkers' cause today. I would try to buy one. Get a ground support expert. And a war industrialist as well. This is going to increase the speed of our military factory construction. And let's go ahead and research rocketry. Why the hell not? This early on. Okay, so I'm going to take a look here at our infantry creation. France and Britain announce an alliance. Alright, we got our forces from Pomerania. And who did you guys want to be the leader of this new army, by the way? Black Hand. Leader of the Black Hand. Thanks, guys. You're. He says you're. Paulus would be an awesome general. Alright, let's see if we can find... Yes, Friedrich Paulus. He doesn't have any skills right now, but we'll build those. And we're going to put them on the front line with the French. Not Luxembourg. Nice, guys. So we're building this army up. It's going to take a while, though. I mean, we're still pretty early on in the game. It's only 1938. Want some military factories. Mobile warfare, we've already researched that, so let's try to go into delay. It's actually not a lot of time to research for us, at least. No, we need to increase that manpower. Our manpower is 2.95 million, so... Divisions in the field, understood. So we just need to keep increasing our army. We are trying as best we can, but it's taking a long fucking time. Come on, guys. Train faster, please. The Wonder Weapon. It's just going to increase our rocketry research, so it's really nothing special. I didn't know that. Paulus became a communist after World War II. That's very interesting. He was captured by the communists. So he actually, I mean, it may have just been him, you know, saying he was a communist. In reality, they just forced him to say he was a communist. It's always a possibility. Alright, let's go ahead and... increase our military police. Make sure we have no foreign subversive activities. So we're going to have Heinrich Himmler, of course, a vicious man, be our Prince of Terror, head of the SS, and he should probably be able to keep us from any foreign influence. We're trying to remain fascist, so let's hope it works. The Get the extra research slot. Deploy all lines instantly. I didn't even realize we could do that. So we just deployed all lines instantly. We can go ahead and add them to this unit. And this basically means, I guess, they don't get trained properly, but they go into the field a lot quicker. So that's pretty cool. Now that we know that. Wow, if I had known this before, I would be building units a lot faster. So we can start creating a new army over here. Zog submits to Italy. Beautiful. The Albanian government has fallen to the Italians, of course. And let's get these guys to stop training. They've been training for a long time. Remember when Rommel's troops can stop training and just start focusing on improving their tactics. Look at that beautiful artillery piece ready to go. They could all be communists. That's true. Who knows? You can never be too sure. That is certain. Yeah, I mean, that kind of reminds me of like a lot of American soldiers that accidentally went over the line to North Korea, and they were like forced to say that North Korea was the best country and all this crazy stuff. Like, I think that they probably brainwashed the shit out of them, because I know it's like half of their Germans, or maybe more than half, didn't come back from the Gulag after they were captured. May have been more than half. I'm going to use a restroom break, guys, here, so if you'll excuse me, in a second here I'll play an ad. I'll let you guys know when it's happening, but it really does help when you guys watch the ads, because it makes old Agrippa a few cents. And don't forget, we're trying to get to a goal of $20 for this stream. We've been going for an hour and 2 minutes. So again, if you want to donate money to Agrippa himself, you can always just donate to agrippaMaxenius@gmail.com. And it really, really helps. It helps the channel big time. It helps me even more. And it makes these streams worthwhile. What can I say? If we get 20 bucks a stream and I'll make a 2-hour stream or a 1-hour stream for 10, I think it would be a fun thing to do. So I'm going to actually check my email and see if anybody sent anything. I'm hoping you guys sent no, is it? Nothing yet. Well, that's alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead. I'll be right back. I'm going to play an ad, and I've got to use the restroom. So let me go ahead and play an ad, and give me 1 minute. Alright guys, sorry about that. I am back. How much are we at? Still 9 subscribers? Yeah. What's my favorite strategy game? Probably Crusader Kings 2. I just love the ability to be a king and have a family and have that family continue through time. I think it's really cool. So I would definitely say Crusader Kings 2. Although I might play something different here for you guys in a bit. Excuse me. There's an oil game. Manchukuo. Wow, so China actually took Manchukuo. Now, this was part of Japan for the longest time. So it looks like China is doing pretty well against Japan. At the same time, look at Japan's increase here. We definitely want to get on Japan's good side, so let's send volunteers to Japan. We can send up to 3 volunteers, so I might separate some units out, make a different army, and have them join up. No. No, damn it, Paulus, you've taken all our forces. That's okay. We don't really have to help them. They're going to do fine by themselves. We're just getting prepared for the eventuality of war. I'm waiting for that damn Anschluss. Okay, so we're at 405,000 with the army. We just need to increase that a little bit, and we should be fine. But lucky for you guys, I'm getting kind of tired of this game. I'm going to have to probably save here in a bit and switch to something else. Yes! How did you know? Yes, Tom Nugget. Turmoil indeed. We'll probably switch to Turmoil, so I'll switch the title of the stream. Well, actually, I'll keep the title just the way it is now. People that come watch us for Hearts of Iron 4 are going to be very disappointed, but I'm going to save this because I'm only going to do this stream for you guys here on the actual stream. This will be a stream-only Let's Play, so we'll just be honest and call it Nazi Germany. It is what it is. And I'm going to play a little bit of Turmoil here. Don't be afraid, it's going to go away. Wow, somebody's going fast outside. And I've already beaten the normal setting on Turmoil, so I'm actually on expert setting now. It's definitely harder, but also provides a bit more of a challenge, so let me go ahead and make sure you guys see this. I've got to add it, I think. There we go, guys. You see that? So this is Turmoil. This is an oil simulator game. Oh, geez. That was an interesting turn of events in the chat. I would love to do that. Is there a mod that does that? Because that would be hilarious. Charlie Chaplin takes over the world. I'm an oil man, Mr. James. Alright, so I'm going to continue my campaign. So this guy can actually get some cool stuff for me. I think he can get badgers. Is that what he provides? Some sort of animal. Moles. Why not? Let's go for it. So now we gotta go for the land auction. Usually by the river has some pretty good grabs. Alright, let's hope we're right. Everybody took their own auction, so nobody actually suspected that one piece of land was more valuable than the other. That's actually kind of a good thing, and let's start digging. I like the dowsers. Now, dowsing is not an art that actually works in real life. They think it does, but it just doesn't. In this game, though, it kind of does work. We want to increase that profit. We spent $2,500 to come here, so we want to make sure we make back at least $2,500. Build the damn mine. I drank your milkshake. Oh, we need some There Will Be Blood references here. If somebody gives me a script for Daniel Day-Lewis on There Will Be Blood, I swear to God, I will start reading it. If you give me a monologue, I will fucking read it. Give me that shit now. Alright, we're going to move this down, and then we're going to go ahead and start increasing our wagons. This guy's actually buying oil for actually a huge price. So we're going to go ahead and go to left ink. Oh, damn, sorry. Send a few badgers out as well. Or moles. Sorry, moles. Not the same as badgers. You haven't watched, oh my goodness, you haven't watched There Will Be Blood, Hips? That is, you want to know something? If you put on There Will Be Blood, I will watch part of it with you on some sort of streaming website. If you guys want to join, you can. I'm not endorsing going to a streaming website by the Aggressive Maxianus channel. I want to make that very clear. But I will watch There Will Be Blood again because it's a really good movie. It's one of my favorites. Should probably build another well. We know there's oil right there, but we're gonna have to spend a lot of money to do it. So for now, I'm gonna build a silo, and now we can actually refuse to deliver oil. We can just put it in our silo and save it for later. We can also upgrade our pipes, which I'm probably gonna do. There we go. Get that oil, Mr. James. Oh, the great dictator. Best I can time with being lazy. I'll take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, I've traveled over half our state to be here tonight. I couldn't get away sooner because my new well was coming in at Coyote Hills and I had to see about it. That well is now flowing at 2,000 barrels and it's paying me an income of $5,000 a week. I have 2 others drilling, and I have 16 producing at Antelope, so, ladies and gentlemen, if I say I'm an oil man, you will agree. Now, you have a great chance here, but bear in mind, you can lose it all if you're not careful. Out of all men that beg for a chance to drill your lots, maybe 120 will be oilmen. The rest will be speculators. That's men trying to get between you and the oilmen. To get some money that ought to by rights come to you. I'm liking this script. Why can't they make me Daniel Day-Lewis? Alright, we're going to have to go ahead and take one of these because we're going to start spilling. So let's go ahead. We're already having spillage. The only way to correct that is to get more and more oilmen on the actual till, I guess you could call it. Well, we definitely struck oil rich right now. We just need to go ahead and collect that oil. The spillage fees cost a lot of money too, so let's go ahead and start selling to the highest bidder right now. And I think we're going to come out of this pretty well. Wow, that middle well ran dry so fast. That was crazy. Overwatch, thanks for the performance. No problem, I did my best. I did my best, Mr. James. Let's send a mole into the ground. We want to get over that 2K profit, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of crazy stuff for a while. But I do want to find more oil. Oh, I found some. We found a honeypot. We struck gold, Mr. James. Let's go ahead and increase these pipes, or improve these pipes, so we can get this oil out fast. It's a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. Oh shit, it's gonna end on June 30th. I probably shouldn't have built another silo, but I'm trying to get a better price, so let's stop delivering for now. Once we get natural gas, that's gonna blow the oil right through. Nice spill, you evil oil baron usage, Tom Nugget. Thanks, man. Alright. At this point, we're gonna start delivering over here to Right Inc. They know what's right, I tell you. They're oil men. Oil men never know what's right. Oil men, you know what oil men know? Oil men know how much corruption slash I totally fucked this up. That's what I get for drinking beers while doing a stream. Oil men know how to basically fuck the system. The oil men know how to make money for themselves. That's about all they know. Which is exactly what we're doing here. I mean, that's the goal. Make as much money as necessary. I want to make this place run dry before we leave. And we're definitely going to be paying some spillage fees. That's what we get for playing on expert mode. Yeah, we always do that, Ethan. That's a good suggestion. In this game, you should try to get all the upgrades, but you kind of have to balance out what you take and what you don't. Because it kind of depends, you know, like, you can actually get some upgrades that cost a lot of money, and at the end of the day, you're not going to make a profit if you buy them. So you don't get all the upgrades, but you can kind of invest in a few. Now, this is supposed to end on June 30th, so we're just getting this last oil well. So I'm putting everybody on this Right Inc. delivery service. Should actually switch it to Left Inc. Go to Left Inc. We still have time. They're paying a lot for oil. And this will actually come out of this with a nice profit. We'll also get to see how much oil we missed. Oh, there was a nice chunk down south. Look at that. Beautiful bit. And actually, well, I don't feel too bad. We got the nicest chunks, I think. We got what we could, and we lose 1,000 for a spillage, or nearly 2,000. We still make a profit of 10 grand or 11 grand, really. Not bad. Rainer the trainer. She takes care of the horse. We do want to increase the size of our, the amount of horses we have, so I am going to increase size. And this is going to put us really low, so we need to make a lot of money in this next oil venture. Fox News ad. Oh shit. Sorry, guys. Dude, was it a Trump ad? How many people do we have watching, by the way, right now? How many people are watching? Post a shitty apology. 8 people. Alright, guys, I'm going to do something. I hope you guys will follow me here. I'm just going to stop the stream so that the Hearts of Iron stream can be saved. And we're going to start a new stream with Turmoil. So, I don't know how long I'm going to play Turmoil for. But we're going to go ahead and switch over so people can kind of see the difference. So, let me stop on my stream. I want you guys to refresh the stream in about 30 seconds, okay? So, here we go, my friends. I shall return, I promise. Welcome back, guys. We're going to go ahead and jump in here. We're going to the town hall to get our next land auction. So we probably want to get something close by. So far, there's no diamonds in the game. We're on very easy land. I'm going to go for this bid right here. We've had decent gains on the river, so I'm going to keep it up. And actually, they paid a lot for this area right here. Too expensive. We're done. Let's go outside. Let's go find out what we're going to do next in this shitty town. 2,500 for these peasants. Well, I suppose. Some dowsers. I like to put 2 dowsers and 1 mole. And this will kind of let us know what's going on. They still haven't found anything. They need to be going faster. Well, I hope we didn't get a bad spot. Now, sometimes in this game you get a nasty spot. It's not worth anything, and it has no oil or very little oil. So we're going to hope that this pays off. Alright, that's something. That is something. That's what we need. I'm an oil man. We need to trade. We should probably have at least 2 of these going on at a time. It looks like the mole didn't find anything, but maybe we find another nice little well here. And again, we just need to break that 2K, and this is worth it. Nice! Look at that well! Oh, that's huge! That's a honeypot. A honeypot is basically a very, very valuable well. Thanks, Ethan. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, sometimes you just need something that you don't have to think with. I mean, with Hearts of Iron, you have to think a lot. You got to think every single move you make. With Turmoil, I mean, you do have to think, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot more speculation, which I enjoy. How many viewers do we have, by the way? Yeehaw, says Ahriman. We're going to make some money, Ahriman. We're going to get a silo for sure, because these people aren't paying us enough. These oil barons are robbing us blind. So we're going to just stop for now. I'm not even going to increase the well, because we can't afford to hold the oil. Otherwise, I would. Oh, sorry. Nope, we're going to just put it in our new well. We got a new well here, and let me tell you something. We're going to put it all in the new well. Make sure nobody gets to it. It's all for you and me, guys. We're going to share it like family. That was a little creepy, wasn't it? Oh, I think I got a little creeped out by that. It's not even me. It's like multiple personality disorder or something. Yeah, well, you keep telling yourself that, Agrippa, you fucking piece of shit. Hey, what, dude? Seriously, man. That's, wow. That was rude. You guys hear that? That was just ridiculous. Alright, we're going to go ahead. We're going to start selling to writing. I don't want to sell for this cheap, but honestly, we need to sell at this point. We've got so much oil to work with. So we're going to go ahead. We can also start upgrading our wagons, because we bought that upgrade. We're not going to do it yet, though. We're going to just wait a little bit. Keep making that profit. 6. See, we're losing people. That's not good. That's okay, though. These YouTube streams are very hit or miss. Dissociative identity disorder, except fully aware. I mean, I hate to admit this, but and Hips knows this. Hips knows this, that I will walk around my apartment and just start talking in character voices, because I'll like start attacking her with Chip quotes. And for those of you that don't know who Chip is, you know what? Consider yourselves lucky. If you don't know who Chipper is. Hey Hip, it's like maybe because your name is Hipthicachea, you got a lot of hips or something. You got like more than one hip, like 2 hips or something. It's because it's hips. Yeah, that's Chipper. You don't ever want to meet him again, and he doesn't have a very good taste in comedy. That's one thing he shares with me, but otherwise he just is very unpleasant to be around. And I would call him definitely a multiple personality. But he's actually voiced by the comedian Jim Norton, so I sort of am just stealing the idea from him. I adore the idea of Chipper. He's just a great, great, great person, despite being a terrible human being. Hey, Purple General. Chip is the spawn of the dope. What did you think of that Chip joke, Hips? Did you think it was good? Was that a good joke? Would that be featured on Saturday Night Live? I'm fucking hilarious. Fucking. By the way, guess and this is gonna piss Hips off so much. Guess where Chipper's from, Hips? And I'm not even kidding. He's from New Jersey. He's from Medford, New Jersey. So he's a Jersey guy. Which kind of makes sense a little bit, no offense. Hey, Kevin Lopez. How you doing, my friend? Welcome, Kevin. Apparently you want to see an oil man at work. You have the same name as me, which makes you a good person. Yep, he's from Medford, and his mom lives there. And yeah, I'm gonna just send you Chip clips because you've got to know about his history. His mom, he's extremely racist, but his mom has a boyfriend named Lamar. But Chip is convinced that he only comes over to fix the floors, and he's black, and it's just it's really funny shit. Alright, we're going to upgrade this pipeline because we actually have a lot of oil here. And we're going to switch over to Red Ink. They're going to make us more money. We're also going to drop a few more moles in. This just will find oil that maybe our actual, what are these guys called? It's fucking charlatans. The dowsers find oil. They're going to find it a little faster. And actually, they don't go searching for oil. It's totally random. So they could find absolutely nothing at all. Now, I already see oil down there. So I'll either build a new oil mine or I will drill from my existing one. It's a lot of money for a pipeline, but it's worth it. That pipeline is worth everything to me, I promise you that. We could upgrade our wagons. This will make sure we transport oil faster, but I don't think we need to right now. We just need to keep going, doing what we're doing. We'll increase our amount of actual caravans, I guess you could call them. What the hell? I could have sworn I saw oil here. Am I going nuts? Oh, it's over here. Wow. Well, that was a total waste. It's okay, though. We also have a sea of oil. An entire sea of oil, Mr. James. March, April, May. Oh, it's going to end so soon. We don't have a chance to get at it. So we'll get what we can from these guys. Or else we could have grabbed this huge reserve down here in the north, or the southeast, I guess you could call it. Come on, Mr. James. They're not paying us nearly enough. Shit, we're gonna have to accept it. We're missing out on so much oil here. But money's money, so at least we make a profit. Chip is trying to chip away the guy appearances. For those of you that don't know Chip, I've got to show you so you guys don't think I'm fucking crazy. But Chip is... I love the Opie and Anthony radio show. And Chip Chipperson is a guy that has very little social skills and doesn't know how to tell jokes. And so basically he's a really funny character. I'm going to find him here and post a link for you guys. Right now I'm stuck, so I'm not going anywhere. But I want to show you guys kind of what Chip Chipperson's about. Hips hates him. She hates him. She thinks he's the most terrible thing that was ever created by man. In fact, I think she probably considers him worse than Hitler. Look at all this oil we could have grabbed over here. Sadly, we just don't have the ability. But we didn't have any oil spillage fees, so that's fine. But yeah, she really does think he's worse than Hitler. Welcome to my bar. Now, this is how we can actually get deals with guys like Kyle. So we'll never go below 0.63. It's a decent offer, but I'm okay. And for now, we're not going to buy any upgrades. We're just going to keep farming, or keep mining, I should say. Let's get the next land auction. I'm an oil man, Mr. James. I don't have time for messing around. We're going to try to buy this field right here. Okay, so they know that there's something going on here. You usually get that from the bar. They'll let you know that there's a lot of oil in one section. And so far, we're being beaten. Now, this is expert mode. I want to make sure everybody knows that. I beat normal mode already. I'm now in expert mode. This makes the game a lot more difficult. And they just bought Speed 2, Size 2. Wow, they really increased their abilities here. That's besides the point. Exactly. So that's cool. I hope you're doing good. Thank you, Merp Lion. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure to subscribe down below, my friend. Let me find a Chip Chipperson video for you guys so you guys can get like a quick view of Chip Chipperson. I can't play it here. If we were on Twitch, I could, but here I've got to abide by the rules. So if I find it, I need to put it separately. Okay, I'm going to put here some chip stuff for you guys. By the way, how many people do you have watching? So how many people can see Agrippa's madness? Good idea, Ethan. This is a link to Chipper, if you want to see what Chipper is like. But we're going to continue here. So I would do that upgrade right now, though. We can't afford it. We've got to go ahead and just start digging. 2,500. We've got to get really lucky here. So I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh. From now on, levels will run. Nice! We're going to December in terms of mining. So this is going to definitely increase our revenue. Get the dowsers and one mole for the middle. Actually, we'll put the mole over here on the left. What have you uncovered, mole? You've uncovered nothing. You're useless to me, mole. Oh, here we go. Why does Daniel Plainboost sound like Sean Connery? I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got some oil. We got some oil, boys and girls. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna have to get some silos because they're offering us fucking pennies for valuable oil. 47 cents. I'm not gonna accept that. So we're gonna go ahead. Oh shit, we're gonna have to build a silo over here. And hope for the best. Since we built a silo there. 72 cents, they're slowly increasing that price, but I want to make it even better. And I want to upgrade that pipe for a $1.42. Let's go ahead. Shit, we somehow found an oil pipeline, guys, and I can't even see it. Look at this. I can't even see the oil source, but we're getting oil from it, so you know what? We'll accept that, I guess. I'll send out a few moles to look for more oil. Make that money. We could hire another dowser, but I want to give it a chance. Life is mold, it's just a fact. I'll pay $2,000. By the way, speaking of $2,000, let's take a look at what our income is up to in our stream. I can't even get to my fucking inbox. Come on. Come on, inbox. We're trying to get to 20 bucks for this stream, guys. We've been streaming for an hour and 35 minutes. So it'd be nice to see a few bucks in there at least. You know, this is... Hey, check this out. Austin Doty. Guys, a huge thank you to Austin Doty. I don't know who Austin Doty is. If you want to make yourself known, please do. Send us $4.20. 420. My favorite number combination. I'm not going to say why. And thank you so much, man. That is awesome. $4.20 is really cool. And that's the kind of, you know, basically the kind of donations that we could use here that really help us tremendously. Like, you have no idea how much just $2 or $3 helps. If everybody was to give $2 or $3, I would be able to do this full-time, all day and just stream for you guys nonstop. So keep that in mind, and thank you so much to Austin Doty, and everybody else should also thank him because, you know, he's the one paying for you guys to watch this extremely entertaining stream. I know at times it's not as entertaining as I suggest, but right now it certainly is because we're making some money, and that's what matters. So we're going to go ahead, we're actually going to switch to Right Ink, and we're going to upgrade that pipe. We've got enough money to do it. Let's make it happen. I don't even know how much oil there is in here. There might be none left, but we'll soon find out. Thank you, Tom. Tom Nugget. Thank you, Austin. Thank you so much, man. And, you know, so with your name, Tom Nugget, where did you get that name? I wonder, because I'm hoping that you have as much an interest in mining as I do. That's kind of one of the reasons I bought this game. I really like mining games, especially if it's like coal mining or oil mining. Something where the profit is, you know, immediately added to the cost of the equipment. I just love that stuff. I would love there to be a crab game, a crab fishing game. That's my dream. Maybe one day, guys, if you get me up to 100,000 subs, I'll start a game company. I'll start a crab fishing simulator. Maybe an online game. That's just something I would adore. You know, I love the idea of being able to really increase your profits through mining. Gold is a great way to do it. And in fact, for those of you interested in gold, you should head to Alaska. Nome, Alaska right now is having a little gold rush, but you've got to be willing to scuba dive for the gold. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, to say the least. But you gotta make sacrifices. What can I say? I promise to entertain you on YouTube while you guys are there. How about that? But 69 would be awesome. Thank you, Purple Gamer. Well, hey, you know what? Don't talk until you've donated, my friend. Right now, 420 is one of the nicest donations. We obviously have two main donators to the channel. One of them is Sam T. He regularly sends 20 bucks, 30 bucks. You know, it's just really great to get that sort of income. If you're able to provide the income, I always ask people to treat this as a magazine subscription. I know now we're in the age of the internet, but if you guys remember back at the days of the magazine subscription, those of you that are old enough to remember, you know, it's like you would pay 25 bucks a month, let's say, for the magazine subscription. I'm not even asking for that much. Pay 10 bucks a month for a Grub Maxenius. You know, take a look at the amount of time you spend watching my videos and then suggest or deduce how much you want to obviously give. I think is the best idea. Now, sadly, we're too early in the game to get money for quitting early, so we're going to have to get another dowser to look for some more oil, or else we could actually go ahead and quit and get money just for selling the land because we're not using it for the rest of the month. So let's hope the dowser finds something. Okay, we got something. What do you got, Dowser? We're going to go look for it. It could be right under him, or it could be miles beneath him. So we'll go ahead and do this. And this is going to end on December. Okay, so we've got time. We should definitely not quit yet. We got oil. We've got oil. I'll actually connect these two. Oh, we got a branch limit. We got to increase the branch limit. Do that. Improve this pipeline. These guys are paying top dollar for oil right now. Come on, come on, come on. Let it go. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's money right there. Let's try to get it up to 20 bucks, guys. We're almost at 2 hours. We've got to do more of these streams. I have way too much fun doing these. The issue is always deciding what game I want to play. Oh, we need another oil line like this. Come on! Thank you, Merp. Gun magazines or magazines? That's a good question, especially when you're on a strategy channel. No, magazines. You know, like the ones you read. Not the ones you put into guns and shoot at wayward pedestrians. Thanks, Barzotech. But a huge thank you. That's really nice. And anybody that does that stuff, I have a tremendous amount of respect for people that will donate a little bit of their cash. Because I do provide some entertainment. You guys are here after all, right? It's like, imagine a homeless man on the subway. Just throw him money. If he's entertaining you, throw him more money. That's how I see that. I'm a very generous man. When I see homeless people on the subway, I expect them to do something for my money. Oh-ho. No, I'm just the evil oil baron right now, sorry. I might send another mole down, but this is kind of a risk. Every time you send a mole down, you're spending $100 to see if maybe there's more oil. I'm going to send 2 in this case, because we have enough time to do so, but October, November, yeah, we got 3 months. I mean, it's certainly enough time to get more oil, obviously. Go ahead and increase on red ink. Always have to watch that economy as closely as you can. Oh, I found some oil. Now, this is going to be expensive, $309, but I hope it pays off. We've got plenty of wagons willing to deliver. And there's another entire sea of oil over here, guys. Alright, these guys better work fast. No, they're not paying enough for our oil. We're going to put it in our silo. This is going to really decide whether or not this pays off. We can't cross the line, so I'm not even going to try to do that, but maybe we can do this. It's only $189. Come on. We're going to try to get all that oil. We actually get a bonus for getting all the oil on the field. They're still not giving us enough. I won't do it. We're taking a lot of risks here, guys, doing a lot of investments just to make a little bit of cash, but I totally think it's worth it. Look at how we're sucking that oil up. And that's called drinking your milkshake. That's actually an oil reference. For those of you that have seen the movie There Will Be Blood, you got it from there. The term drink your milkshake is an oil reference. It's actually a reference when you're an oil baron and you buy land next to another oil baron and you find the pipeline first before he does under his land. That's called drinking your milkshake. And it was a term they would use back in the day. You know, back in the early 20th century, they'd be like, I'm drinking your milkshake. And it was just kind of like, fuck you, man. I found the oil before you did and you bought that land. You're an idiot. So I love that. I think it's awesome. And that's kind of what we're doing right here. Obviously, other people bid on this land, and actually look at that. Left Ink is paying $1.24. It's going to only go up. We're going to sell all of our oil. We're going to build more of these. In fact, we're going to increase our wagons, upgrade our wagons. As you can see, the wagons' size actually increased now, so they can transport more oil at once. So we're trying to get all the oil here. Look at that money going up, Mr. James. That's pretty nice. I think you'd agree. I think you would agree. I actually think that's a line from There Will Be Blood. Oh yeah. Look at that. 15 grand. Could definitely use that income. If I wanted to, I could also take this line and try to connect it, but it's already October. Actually, you know what? We have plenty of time, I think, to drain this. Now, sadly, I don't know if we should upgrade the pipe. We might go over our investment doing that. $500 to do all of this might not be worth it, but we're already going this far. Let's go for it. We still have plenty of time till December. Keep selling, Mr. James. All right. tips. Appreciate that. So what I was saying was that in this game there are different seasons. So like for instance, if you start in one place, right now we're in a very temperate climate. Eventually we will go to an Arctic area, we'll go to a desert area, and places like that there is much more oil. And there's also other resources that you can find like diamonds, also natural gas. So we're starting in like a very new place, even though we're playing the expert campaign. Things are going to get much more interesting. I'm going to already start selling my oil to Left Ink because we're getting into November very soon, and I think we should start selling everything, especially since I think we're running out of oil right now. We should probably go ahead and just try to make as much profit as possible. $20,000 isn't bad. 21 grand is definitely not bad. But anyway, I do hope we get to the point on our streams where we're, like, I was watching a stream when I first started YouTube of a guy purchasing a BMW and people sending him money to buy it. I was just like, we get like $10 max on our streams. If we were to get that much money, we would do such better stuff with it. My goal is to get up, if I ever get up to 100,000 subscribers, my goal is to donate 20% of my income to warchild.org, which is a organization, it's a charity that provides money to children affected by war. And I think especially since we play a lot of very controversial war games, that would be a pretty awesome charity to give to. We're not supporting war on this channel, but we like war, but in a simulated aspect. If war could be simulated and never fought, that would be great. Totem on Steam. Thank you so much, Hips. 11 people are watching. Well, you know what you get an ad. Boom. So Agrippa says, thank you. You guys should be so lucky. That's how I say thank you. I give you an ad to watch. I really am an asshole. Alright, we're going to go ahead and end here, guys. And actually, we came out with a really beautiful profit. So, let's go ahead and see what we missed. Not much. I wouldn't have wanted to drill for more of that oil. We actually got a really nice chunk here. And spending 8K, we made 30 grand, 21 grand altogether. That's pretty nice, guys. So now we should consider buying some more upgrades. No way. We could go ahead and improve the size of our silos. We could improve the width of our pipes. Or we could also improve the speed of our horses or the herd. Now we do need to increase herd size to 2. But I think we already increased the herd size once. Speed is pretty good. The workshop, what do they have? Depth. This is for the moles. The scanner is something I really want. So I might just wait. We might go to Daphne's and see if we can get a deal. They wouldn't go below 86 cents for the next year for 5,100. That's actually a really good deal. I'm going to take it. We're spending 5 grand to do that, but that is worth it. Alright. Wow, they know where the oil is. Let's find our oil, boys and girls. We always use the tried and true method. 1 mole, 2 scanners. Or, excuse me, not 2 scanners. We want scanners. Scanners allow us to basically view this area. But what we have right now are dowsers. It's kind of the same as like a wayward preacher. God created war so that Americans would learn geography. Oh, shit. No, is that really a Mark Twain quote? Because if it is, if that's a Mark Twain quote, I'm going to go buy the next Mark Twain book tomorrow. I've read Huckleberry Finn. I loved it. But I will go ahead and buy another Mark Twain book tomorrow if that is a Mark Twain quote. That is fucking hilarious. And that is probably true. You know that I've actually traveled the world, and here I am tooting my own horn. I probably sound like a pretentious dickhead. But, I've been around the world. Half of me is Portuguese, so I love Europe. I've been around most of Europe. I think it's awesome. And one thing I know is a lot of my Canadian friends, I think it's like 80% of Canadians have traveled outside of Canada. And for Americans, it's like 3% or 9% of Americans own passports. That is a scary fact. Like, that's not good. You know, like, we should want to go to other countries. We should want to experience other cultures and see what they're like. That's a good thing. You might actually decide, like, you know what, I prefer this. You know, for instance, I'm an American, but I definitely prefer Iberian culture, Spanish, Portuguese culture. That's just kind of what I prefer. I still like American culture, but there's something there that's just, there's more culture, there's more, the society's stronger, it's more closely knit. It's not as much like, you know, sort of like dog eat dog. It's sort of, you know, help each other. It's more communal, and I just prefer it. Where the fuck are the matches? Oh, you shit. Cannot find one match. Yeah, absolutely, Ethan. Scanners are my favorite. That's how we actually won the normal campaign. We got scanners, and we could find the oil so easily. It was fucking great. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to play an ad, and I shall return in seconds. Oil is evil. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Alright, guys. Let's see if we got any new donations. No! Oh, a shame on you all. No, I'm just kidding. How many viewers do we have so far, by the way? We're going to start doing scary story readings. It's actually something I've wanted to do for a while. Kind of just provide like scary story readings off stories I find on Reddit on a stream, and try to get donations through that. And I'm not sure if you guys think that's a cool idea, but it's something I've really wanted to do for a long time, and I think I want to go ahead and start doing it. And if anybody has any scary stories, you can always email me as well, and I'll try to read them on the stream as well. Well, hello. Alright, let's get back to mining. Let's go back and start mining. Thanks, man. Wow, yeah, 36%, which is still pretty low. I mean, 36% is not, it's not a very good number. Alright, we definitely want to go to Right Ink. And we'll send out a few moles. Last time we didn't send out as many moles. We'll go ahead and send out 2 right now, just to see if we can find some more oil. These are smaller, I was going to say small, but really they're smaller oil pockets. This one is decently sized on the right side, but it's really not going to last us very long. Okay, we got a big oil pocket right there. Oh, yes we do. Hold on a second, guys. Make that money. Let's see who's going to donate the next few bucks, guys. Try to donate $2 or $3. Come on, my friends. Somebody get that money out. I'm sure you guys have spent money on a shitty Steam game that was worth way less than this experience you've had today to see Agrippa's Madness. You can do it, my friends. Right now, oh my goodness. Let's take a look here. Well, thank you so much, This Is Sparta. This Is Sparta did not provide us with a donation, but he did provide us with a very cool image. And I'm going to actually save that image, This Is Sparta, my friend, and maybe for a future Let's Play, we'll go ahead and use that as our thumbnail for the future Let's Play. I'm trying to think of what game we'd use that for. I might actually throw in some Vietnam graphics over that image, and maybe make a Vietnam 65 Let's Play. That's a game I've wanted to recreate here on the channel for a very long time. That would be absolutely awesome. Take care, Merp. Thanks for subscribing, man. Well, that's a question that anybody could answer. It's a very subjective question. Why don't Americans like to travel? I don't know. I like to travel, and I'm an American, so I wouldn't know the answer. I mean, lack of awareness? Is that something that you could attribute to that phenomenon? Maybe. You know, they just don't know about what's out there. They don't want to know. I don't know. There's certainly places that, at least in terms of like historical sites, are much more interesting than the United States. Take any country in Europe. You know, the U.S. has its great stuff too. Liberty Bell, it's great. Hey, Vox Toggle, how you doing, man? Vox, we're right now trying to get to $20 on monetary donations for this stream. We're almost at 2 hours on the stream, and how many people are here right now? Again, we don't get a reasonable number. June, July, we've got a lot of time to find more oil. Oh, we're going to make a lot of money. We're going to start selling to Left Inc. I knows the oil market. I tells you that. I knows it well. We shouldn't even upgrade these pipes because they're not going to be, like, we're going to be able to drain this oil before the end of our stay here. So there's no point in spending money on upgrading those. This one, on the other hand, is a huge oil reserve, and that's why we've upgraded it. Get some more. Come on, find something, moles. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you should go on a European tour if you have the money for it. I mean, you could always hitchhike. Hitchhiking in Europe is somewhat less dangerous than hitchhiking in other parts of the world. As long as you're not in Eastern Europe. No offense to my Eastern European friends, but I think you know what I'm talking about. It could be a problem. Be careful who you trust. Alright, if we can come out of this with 20k, that'll be a pretty nice sum. Backpacking, says Nick. That's right. That's also viable. Well, depends where you're backpacking to and from. If you're backpacking from Italy to Germany, you're going to have a really tough time because you're not crossing the Alps with a backpack unless you're extremely physically fit. But if you're going like from Portugal to Spain, yeah, totally. Or even like from France to Germany, go for it. Go to the Black Forest in Germany. That's actually a place I really want to visit. I want to camp out in the Black Forest. It's and this is actually true. There's so much tree cover in the Black Forest that if you walk through it, it actually, even if it's daytime, it'll feel like dawn because there's so much tree cover that it kind of cuts the sun out. I think that would just be a great place to go visit. I've been to Germany. I've been to Frankfurt. I've been to Munich, Hamburg, Berlin, but I don't think I've ever been to the Black Forest. You know, actually walked into it, etc. I've seen it, but not actually walked into it. Oh, cool! Yeah, Lithuania. Wow, that's the Baltic states. I've never even thought about going to the Baltic states, but they would be cool. Eastern Europe is basically just Slavic nations. Yes, that's true. I went to Romania on my European tour, and it was very poor. But I've heard that now it's definitely improved. Alright guys, I'm passing around the collection plate like a priest does at a church, and I have much more to offer than he does. So this is the last chance to donate a little bit. We're going to cut after the end of this season and go ahead and end the stream. But obviously, if you still want to donate, you can. And if not, thank you anyway for watching. I really appreciate it. I love you guys watching, and we're going to do more streams. We always say that. I'm going to eventually make a schedule. Right now, I'm making the first voice demo for my new voice acting website, and it's taking a lot of time out of my schedule, and that's going to be done pretty much, I think, let me take a look at my schedule here. On the 17th, I'm doing it, and after the 17th, I should be really free to do kind of just anything I want. So I think probably the 17th, 18th, we're going to start doing our stream schedule, and we're going to get a nice stream schedule set up, maybe even involve you guys in a worldwide Hearts of Iron 4 game. I'd really like to do that and get users from all different countries to represent themselves. Yeah, Estonia, they were considered themselves Baltic, right? Which is, I guess, different from a Slavic people. And actually, I've seen Latvians, and because I love to watch war games. For those of you that don't know what war games are, that's when like two countries team up and they have like a simulated conflict or a simulated war. And the Latvians sound like when they're speaking English, they have the accent of Finns. Like, you know, when Slavs speak English, they'll be like, yes, sorry, I'm doing the different one. Let me try again. Hello, I am Slavic. I try to speak English, and I'm doing my best. But the Baltic states, they're more like, yes, I try to speak English, and I am doing my best, and I hope this is good. It's much more similar to like Finnish. In my opinion, at least, like it reminds me much more of Finnish, sort of like the Norwegian states, than it does the Slavic states. I could be wrong. Maybe Estonia is different. I'm not sure, but that's at least what I've noticed. Hey, William Matterholt. So many. Yes, there are. There certainly are, William, and you came quite late. We're at 2:06. We were trying to get to a total of $20, but we had Austin Doty was nice enough to send us $4.20, which is really awesome. I think it's also the perfect amount. I think he may have been trying to send a message. Here's my incessant coughing. He's probably thinking things. But anyway, very, very fun stuff, and right now we're probably going to end the stream, but I appreciate you guys all signing up and joining, and us just hanging out together. It's been great. I'm going to go ahead and crash for a few hours, but like I said, after the 17th, we're going to go ahead and set a stream schedule so that we actually find out games that you guys want to play, and I want you guys to tell me what games you like to watch. We might even do games where we can include you guys, so I'd love to do a Hearts of Iron 4 stream with the users. That would be very, very fun. Alright, let's see if we beat the others in terms of profits. Wow, there was no oil here at all, so we took everything there was. I don't feel bad at all now. Oh, this guy's doing great. They actually did a lot better than us. We are in expert mode, to be fair. In fact, I'm putting a message here for Tom, but I might as well put this because, you know what, we want to get these forums up and running again. We have forums for the Agrippa Maxentius channel, and I invite anybody that wants to go into these forums and, you know, post AARP or ARPs, what are they called? AARs, you know, from games they've played, or just, you know, chat and have fun to hang out there. I'm going to see if they still exist, and indeed they do. So for those guys that are interested, I'm going to put the forum link here, and like I said, it's open to everybody, and I hope you guys will go ahead and visit. And especially for those people that do donate, we're going to eventually have some separate videos for them to watch so that they can, you know, they know that because they're donators, they're really respected as viewers. And we're going to have some separate campaigns for them to watch that I'm going to work entirely on my own just to provide for them. We're soon going to have a Patreon account. I'm trying to fix that right now. And once we get a Patreon account, viewers for the Patreon will get totally separate campaigns from the channel that I'm just going to do on my own. Some really crazy stuff too. We might even go back and do another Liberia campaign. I'm not sure if I want to do it, go back to Namembe, but maybe we might do that. Who knows? We will see what happens. AARPs, exactly. Yeah, the old AARPs. Well, you know, I get the magazine every month, and they told me to work on my hips because, you know, I got weak hips, and did a few new exercises. I'm taking some natural supplements. I'm gonna be a strong man. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. History Kid just got here. Welcome, History Kid. And thank you, everybody, for coming here. Take care. Have a great day. And we're going to do some more streams in the future. Also, take a look at our new Let's Plays on the channel. We've got a Europa Universalis 4 with Portugal and another Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play. And we're currently at war with Iran. So we're going to see how that goes. It should be interesting. And that is definitely true. Tom Nugget sponsored this stream. And that's a fact. Tom Nugget, thank you, sir. Take care, guys.